How you doing, Case Holder, Rabino, Devil's Digest? I know sometimes going into the bye week after a loss, it just maybe simmers a little longer, hurts more. I mean, is that what you and the team are experiencing right now? Or is it maybe coming at a good time because now you really are forced to regroup after a disappointing loss?
Well, it's definitely tough. No one wants to lose going into a bye week, right? Because that just kind of puts emotions down in a way, but Coach Herm has been able to kind of pick us back up. And what you said, it's more of like a self-evaluation, right, of who we are as Sun Devils and what our goal is for the season, right? We know what we want to accomplish, and everything's still on the table. It's just going to take a little bit more effort and a lot more teamwork for sure.
Hey, Case, Chris Carlin, Sun Devil Source. You guys have moved the football extremely well, but you've also been among the most penalized offenses in the country. So can you just maybe give us your perspective on the contrast between those two things that you guys have to do moving forward?
Yeah, it's tough. We're all making mistakes on the field, you know. But what's big and what's important is how we're going to fix those mistakes, right? Herm came out with a list of everyone that's had a penalty on the field, and what it's been, whether it's a holding call, a personal foul, whatever it might be. And we have a game plan on how we're going to eliminate that, just on a personal level, staying more accountable for what we do on the field. But if we can eliminate that mistake, you know, play a clean football game, I believe we can accomplish many great things.
And Casey, piggyback off that kind of, you were saying, I mean, obviously having a bye week time to draw in, but how big is it for you guys as a team and captains just to kind of get everybody in the right mindset? Because, I mean, like you said, you have to win, but a lot of things are still on the table for you guys.
That's for sure. I mean, our goals are still there. They're still accomplishable, right? And as captains, this is the perfect time to bring our team together. You know, talk to every single person, every single player, let them know what our plan is. It hasn't changed. It's gotten a little difficult, but it hasn't changed, right? We still want to be the great Sun Devil football team that we know we can be. And with Jaden, you know, Darian, and Chase, we've been able to kind of get together, and Kyle, and just talk about what we want to do, what we want to accomplish. And it's perfect that we got a bye week. You know, we got a whole week to figure it out and get together.
Michelle Gardner, Arizona Republic. To build up what you just said, can you tell us kind of what the progression was after the Utah game, when the captains met, and when you maybe met with the team, and what was your message?
Well, so it was important that we got together quickly, right? After that loss, that's a tough one, especially going into the bye, as we talked about. No team wants to go into a bye week with a loss because that can put down energy. But with our group of captains, our group of team members, and our coaches, we've been able to pick our energy back up. We are pointing in the right direction. And as captains, we know what we need to do in order to kind of expect more from our teammates, right? We're all capable of so much more, and we kind of left it out on the field on Saturday. Right? We kind of came short with what we wanted to do. But we know where we want to go, that's for sure.
So I know, Case, in BYU, just playing in front of a very hostile crowd, it did take its toll, I think, especially in penalties. I don't think the penalties against Utah were really due to a loud environment, and I would say even maybe that environment was a little bit quieter than BYU. I mean, do you think that when you look at the totality of what happened in Salt Lake City, that not being able to deal with a hostile crowd was probably not an issue on Saturday?
Zach Hill did a very good job of preparing us for a loud environment, kind of what you said. We struggled in BYU, right? That came out. We were jumping off sides every other play, it felt like. But Coach Hill prepared us perfectly. Right? We were very prepared for that game, going on a silent count. We practiced it for months going into this game. And I don't think that had any impact on how we played. I mean, you saw the first half, right? Going into halftime, we were 21-7, and then coming out, it just kind of went downhill.
Now, your upcoming game against Washington State, you're going to be facing, them and then USC, 2 interim head coaches in a row. What is the team thinking at this point in terms of getting prepared for that? Is that more of a challenge for you guys, or what does that mean for you?
No, because we still got to just do our thing. If we can do our thing on the field, we know what to do. We know how to do it. Now, if we can just go out and do it and accomplish the things we practice every single day, that's going to be our emphasis, right? We know the teams we have to play, right? We know what's going on with their programs and the things they're facing. That's not going to hinder us in our growth, right? We know exactly what we need to do and how to do it, and now we just got to go execute.
then through this bye week, Casey, how do you feel that overall the offense, I mean, just the line in general, but the offense has grown to this point of the season?
From the start to now?
Yeah.
Oh, it's been amazing. You know, we've been able to work together, get a lot closer as teammates, and playing games together just kind of puts you in a crazy, unique situation, right? It's amazing to see what these kids can do. All the kids on the offense, aside from what I've seen personally, have made tremendous strides, tremendous growth, right? And me, even personally, I've been able to kind of perfect my craft in a way. But what's awesome is we hold each other accountable for growth, right? When we see players plateauing at their craft, we're trying to call them out, right? We're trying to call each other out for kind of taking plays off in a way at practice, right? Because we want to be that championship team, right? And in order to do that, we have to develop those championship habits. So that's what we plan to do.
Thanks, Case.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.